If you've ever gone on an amazing golf trip and got bitten by more mosquitoes than you thought there were in the entire world, then go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. Folks, welcome to the show. It is another week of live trading. Go ahead and check out the chat. See why this is the best community on the internet. Get in there. Get involved. Let's make some money with the group. Roll the intro.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Those words have been dancing around my head all night. Oh, it's Vegas law, that phrase.
Kiana.
Fisher.
Joy.
Joe. Cards drawn are the past, ones to come are future.
And the best part? It's beatable.
All right, we're back with just me, apparently. We're not going to come back with Mitch and Zunaid, although they are here. We're going to be bringing them on. There's Zunaid. Sleepy boy just rolled out of bed. Ready to print those bills, baby. We are ready to go.
How many mosquitoes you get bit by? What's going on there, pal?
How many mosquitoes? I would say probably 200 per day. My ankles look like I had surgery or something. It's awful. It's just, but man, the golf was amazing.
Damn. Well, hopefully you feel better.
When I say 200 per day, I'm clearly exaggerating.
Yeah, but that's so ridiculous. Especially
I was spotting mosquitoes left and right, Zunaid. You don't even want none of this heat.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
All right, guys.
Yeah,
let's get to it.
I was too busy bitching about the mosquitoes to not share my screen. So here goes. Do you guys mind if I start off?
It's all you.
Take it.
Oh, I clicked the wrong thing. Okay, awesome. So we're going to go for the movers tool. I see a number of people talking about Mullen. So guess what? That's where we're going to start too. Mullen does have a PR this morning. Let's see if it pops up here with the why is it moving? Or there was some piece of news to them about signing a binding agreement with Delpac Logistics, an Amazon delivery service partner. So that definitely could prove to be good. I'm not sure about this particular Delpac Logistics, but I think anytime that they're going to sign an agreement and try to get a fleet with Amazon, probably a good thing. I'll go through that PR and see if it's anything material or what. But the real news is that we do have a trading opportunity today. This is gapping up 20 cents. So I expect there to be some fireworks. Mullen always gives us an opportunity to trade it. The only thing is that it trades really, really thick. There aren't, big extreme moves that happen really quickly. So that might actually make it a little bit easier to trade. Mullen here, it's not marked on the chart. And let's go ahead and just move this bad boy up here. Really, I break a 140, 141. We'll look on this to the upside. We'll see if we stay in here. I wouldn't be surprised if this traded back down to the 130, 125 level. Let's go through a couple of other issues here. I believe Lajala Pharmaceuticals was purchased. So there's not going to be a trade here, but this might light some of the other pharmaceutical companies. And guess what? Right beneath that, we have PLRX Therapeutics, this making a huge move today. This might be the stock that ends up running 100+%. We get some of those sometimes, a little bit higher price stock, but we might get some really extreme movement out of this one. I got my fingers crossed for that. We'll see. TBLT, this is another one that's really kind of carving out a huge range today. Now we've bled back about 50 cents of this move here. We do have a catalyst though. Tough Built Industry shares are trading higher if the company announced Q2 gross sales through Amazon were 3.56 million, representing a 20% year-over-year increase. So that sounds really good. Those are numbers too. Those are tangible things that can be tracked. Let's see if this ends up moving a little bit more. Tough Built Industries. I can't remember what this company does. If the chat knows out there, help me. Distributes home improvement and construction product lines under the brand name Tough Built. So you've seen that stuff at Home Depot or Lowe's if you've been there before. There was one more on here, but and I did want to talk. Okay, so ITRM, this is going to be another one of those pennies. I'm going to completely not trade this. Nat Gas going crazy again. We talk about Boyle and its sister ETF Cold all of the time. These will represent really good traders too, or they should, but be very, very careful because they're very, very dangerous. And then, of course, we got Mitch's favorite stock, DWAC. DWAC is back. Okay, we're not going to quote the Backstreet Boys. We are going to talk about DWAC, though, because it triggers Mitch. This is trading up because of the big news over the weekend that Elon Musk is no longer looking to buy Twitter. So the other social media companies are popping. I don't know why that factor exists, but it is what it is. This one has provided a ton of different trading opportunities for us today. We got a high here of about 32.75. We're currently at 28. I expect this to be all over the place. And of course, when DWAC moves, guess what else moves? You guessed it, PHUN. Now, I don't think that the tie between these companies is legitimate at all. I think they just kind of move in sympathy. So keep that in mind. Normally, if there's a big pop in DWAC, maybe this pops a little bit. The degree is never quite as much, and some of the subsequent pops never end up materializing. So keep that under your hat. We already talked about Mullen. I think that's all I got here for today. Let's turn it over to the Z-Man.
All right, appreciate that. A couple of things I'm keeping an eye on. It will be on the SPY. Let me add my stuff there. On the SPY, you can see I've got, so let's go to the weekly since we got a new week. I've already just kind of marked the top wick on the last week and the bottom wick on the last week as well. So if we go ahead and go to the 10-minute, which I love using, you can see it's marked right here. So last week's top wick, bottom week right there, last week's bottom wick right there. So what am I going to keep an eye on? Pretty much to see if we go ahead and on the bottom side, go ahead and break this 385. If we break this 385, we'll try to get some puts to try to get to 382s if possible. And then on the top side, if we break 390, I would maybe get like a couple of calls. And if we really break 391, then I would go ahead and hammer some more. My bias is towards the downside, but that doesn't mean jack anything. Sorry, I just got a slack. But that's what I'm thinking in terms of the SPY. Now, Twitter, GR, you can, let's see, what is it? About the 35.50 seems to be an area of resistance at the moment. So if you want to go short Twitter, that could be an area for you to go short. Now, keep in mind, if a headline comes out, something crazy, whatever, then you can obviously get screwed to the upside or downside as well. So that's kind of the only main thing to keep an eye on. But if it breaks 34, we could see 33.50, and then you can see the resistance, the support on the bottom here is about 33.50. If we break that, you can definitely see more downside on that. On the flip side, let's go ahead and talk about Tesla. As soon as news came out about him possibly not want to buy Twitter, you can see the reaction that Tesla had on Friday, and you can see that it's kind of much lower than it was previously. And now, of course, it's hanging out around 598, or excuse me, 758 or so. If this wants to come down and maybe around 748, 744, I'd be interested. And my stop loss would probably be below like 740. I'd be out on Tesla here. Let's go ahead and check out NVIDIA. NVIDIA, nothing really that I'm a fan of here. Maybe the 154s or 153 if he wants to come down to that level. But besides that, nothing really interesting to me on this one. Let's go ahead and hop over to AMD. AMD, kind of a similar story. You could maybe have the 7750 area, but doesn't really look too appealing to me. None of these do at the moment, so I'm going to leave them alone. And let's go ahead and check out Apple here. Apple 147.50. If it goes ahead and breaks that, I'm actually going to go ahead and set an alert right there. If it goes ahead and breaks 147.50, I could be interested in getting some calls to the upside, and maybe it wants to tag 149, 150 or so on Apple. So that's what I'm going to keep an eye on there. And then, of course, if it breaks the 145, we can see a little bit more downside as well. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and have an alert set on Apple right there as well. And then lastly, let's go ahead and check out the Qs before we turn it over to Mitch. On the Qs, it's kind of like in no man's land for me. For the Qs, in terms of a dip buy, testing it around 291, 290s is where I'd be interested on this one on the Qs. And then to the upside, probably a break of about 297 to see if we can go ahead and tag 300. Someone's mentioning Roku, so I'll quickly take a look for you. Did I reject the 100? No, I rejected the 98. Roku. Let me go to the weekly, see if there's anything interesting here. All right, you see a little bit of resistance on the top side, right around 102.69, but that's a little bit further away. But you can see the 80s held. That's the weekly on that one. That's a little bit too big of a range for me. Yeah, I don't really have anything that I like on Roku. Intraday, perhaps if it goes ahead and breaks above 95, and you can possibly get a retest of this area, the 97. But besides that, not the biggest fan, except if it gets to 90. We'll go ahead and set another right there. If it gets to 90, I could be interested in kind of like a quick little bounce play for, 75 cents, $1, things like that. Now, Roku could be a little more spready and move volatile. So you just have to keep that in mind. But that's kind of all I got, Mitch. What you got?
Dun dun dun.
Uh-oh.
I don't got much. I'll tell you the truth.
What a letdown, Mitch. Way to go.
Just got to be honest, man. The reason I don't got much is that this is not much right now. At least I'm taking a look at bigger stocks right now. I'm trying to see what's going to happen today. A lot of questions, right? A lot of uncertainty. Is it going to go up or down? I don't feel any which way leaning. The only thing that leans me towards the downside is I feel we've been extended and haven't really gotten that downside action. We had about 1 day last week where we had down action into Qs, but not consistent. We're going to see if it gets back above 297. If the Qs do get back above 297, I'd look for that 300 to come into play. I've talked about on the SPY that we do have room above the 390s to 400, kind of to see that next level of resistance and the shadow get filled and then see it knock down. But of course, what is going to happen here? Are we going to lead into the CPI data, start coming down with that, trying to maybe lower the bar on the expectation there for the CPI? Or are we going to rip on up towards that 400 and then get whacked down with the CPI data? We'll see what happens. I'm going to keep watch to see if we can get back above the 390s today. But if not, it could be a knock right back down towards the 380s. And then you're seeing more sideways action. So a big part of that is just watch the ARKK. This has been holding well on 40 after it pushed back here. This is where we want to see are we coming back towards the 40s, back to the 45s, back to the 43s, or are we going to continue ripping on ARKK to the 50s? I think that's what you got to watch for a lot of the plays that are out there. If you're looking at oil plays today, I'm not so sure about oil itself. I'm feeling more confident about natural gas, that you could see maybe a continued downside action in maybe July. But I think going into August and September, you're going to see a wicked rally. That's what I think. I know a lot of people don't feel this way because they're seeing a lot of the commodities get hit hard, like wheat, like soybeans and corn. You can see how they've been going down. But what I think is going to happen here is not a matter of commodities overall. I think you're going to start seeing a separation there from the inflation ones that have continued supply issues. But of course, you never know, really. I think we keep on watch right now. UNG, everyone's been pointing how that's been coming down here. It did have attempts to break out, then flip back around. I'm looking finding the same attempts to break down, right? So we've had about 1, 2, look for maybe one more downside action below this 200-day moving average. But I do think that this could come back. So keep this one on radar. Of course, this has a lot to depend on what happens with the situation in Russia and Nord Stream Pipeline 1. Does Russian gas flow to Germany after its expected drop to 0 later today? Does it come back online? And Europe's is just fear. Fear is really hitting right now about extended kind of if they pull it back after that 10-day timeline right now where they're doing a repair to Nord Stream 1. Just keep that on watch. Nord Stream 1, if it doesn't come back online, you're going to start seeing some real concerns about what happens here. Germany is going to have to make decisions. Where do we give our natural gas to? Do we give it to the people? Do we give it to the corporations that need it? It's going to really get to that point where they're literally going to have such limited supply. They're going to have to make that decision if this happens. And so in my eyes, you have to keep this on your radar.
And guess what? What if winter's cold?
Winter's always going to be cold, right?
Well, I'm just saying, I just mean in Europe. Like Europe's actually going to have a real tough time. Like all trading aside, the people of Europe are going to.
But it's not only Europe. I don't think it's only Europe to concern, because I consider the price that I saw jump here. Well, I was in Colorado and my price jumped massively. We're talking about 70% last year. My prices went up. So I think this year you could still see that 70 or 100% increase. And so what this does, normally, at least for me, it was about 30 to 40% of my energy bill. So if 30 to 40% of my energy bill is going to go ahead and increase, probably double that, it's going to definitely affect the consumers also here in the United States. Keep it on radar. We'll see what happens there. There's going to be winters, but the question is, how do you power the furnaces, right? Majority of furnaces run on natural gas. All right, let's keep going. We'll take a look at some other stocks out there. Keep your eyes on basic materials. We did see some of them bounce back last week. Could this continue? We'll see what happens today. Of course, also keep watch on healthcare. Healthcare has been really strong lately. I'm going to point to it again. Biotechs have really led this drive in healthcare. You can see here from about June 17th, this has really just been pushing well. This is about 20% for the industry overall. So you could see some of those names continue to run. Also could see some of the bigger players take a break. What I mean by taking a break is maybe doing a little bit of a pullback look. Look at Moderna. Moderna was such a monster. I could see this pulling back. And is it going to pull back all the way to 150? No, I think it comes back somewhere around the 160s. So you could see healthcare actually flip to the downside today, but it could just also just be kind of a momentary pause after a huge extension up. So keep that one on your radar. We'll see what happens there. And of course, just watch what's happening on out there. I think Tesla's an interesting one to watch, right? We know how it likes to drive the market. I think you might get a drive back on up there towards the close on Friday, which was 769, but I don't see it getting much further than 769. Maybe you get into 770, but we'll see if it closes up there. That's going to be a good close today. Anything above Friday's close on Tesla will be a nice close. Anything below that will show me that you could get that reversal right back down there to the 700.
And Tesla 778 is going to be your after hours high too. I know that that's not as important as the intraday high that you were just mentioning, but worth keeping that on notice. And real quick before we start here, while we were talking, we had IINN, this SOB from last week popping here. Now we did have a news headline, reveals next generation oh God, I can't say all of these things way too early. $551 million global ECMO market. So apparently great PR here with some numbers. That's causing it to spike. Remember, this one was kind of brutal last week. At least it was for me. Took a pretty huge loss. Was able to scalp some back to make it back, but don't really like it. We'll try to find something else. Worth noting, this is going. Look at this thing leaking already. Anyway.
We'll see what happens on out there, guys. Yes, Voodoo mentioning why you'll see kind of some of these casino stocks down today, like Wynn and LVS, even though I don't know how they're still called LVS and how they don't get told they need to change their name because they're not in Las Vegas, even though they're considered Las Vegas Sands. Should be kind of illegal in my eyes. But they're down because Macau shut down casinos for a week. And I think that you're going to continue seeing probably travel hits in China. So at least that reopening trade that we were thinking about in China just getting flipped down. Also more concerns in the tech industry in China. So you could see stocks like Baba continuing that down hit that it's showing right now in the pre-market. It is topping out here around the 120s. So I think you could get a little push back here, but it could be down there towards 110 today, and that's Baba. Take a look at some of the other ones too. NIO also said that they're getting a special team together to look into the short research that was put out by Grizzly. So keep that on radar. I think a cut down below 2095s or around, let's say, going towards the 20 mark today would really get me short on NIO or some of these other EVs. XPEV also in that kind of mention, and LI, you can watch that. A big part of that will be if Tesla cracks too, because if I could see Tesla crack, I'd keep watch on the Chinese EVs also. But you can also watch stocks like JD, PDD. Look how weak they're looking now. They're showing some topping action. This could have been just a dead cat bounce in these Chinese names, and now they're getting sold off. We'll see what happens there. What else do you guys got for us to take a look at? The Chewy chart has been strong, guys. I have mentioned that I could have been wrong on this one, at least coming back. At least the daily chart still has that cup and handle. Long-term chart has that weekly breakout. So this one actually looks strong. It could pull back to 40s, But I think as long as you end the week above 45, 60s, you're going to be looking good and chewy.
Yeah, how about why don't you chart PLRX? We talked about it a little bit. It's on my list here due to the
PLRX.
pulmonary fibrosis. But what do you
All right.
see in the charts here? Let's come up with a plan.
Well, first thing I would try to do is try to look for 50% retracement of the recent move. So you could either do it from the spike on the bottom or the first tick that it spiked on. I'm going to do it from that first tick that it spiked on. So I'm looking for a level back down towards around $13. Right now we're at 16. So in my eyes, this needs to retrace massively for me to even get an attempt on here. At least in my eyes, the way that I would trade it. I would want this to come down all the way down to 13 before I even take a look at it, because you're way too extended, at least in my eyes, in this name, up to about 60%. These are like a lot of the times what you see. Yeah, maybe you get up there towards 80%, but a lot of these usually end up down on the day and they give up all the gains. So just be careful. I definitely wouldn't be trading a stock like this. It's not my type of stock here. Way too extended in an area where you can definitely get hurt.
Yeah, so that's a good PSA, Mitch. I will say, as far as upside targets, I'm looking at maybe 18 next if we get there. But
yeah, perfect example, 18,
extended.
right? And so if you're thinking 18, right, what does that get you up to? That gets you up to about towards 74, 75% up. So that's what I'm thinking. Like, how much more do you have on this stock to the upside? If it's already up about 60%, maybe 15%, are you willing to go for that 15% for a risk that potentially could be 60% down? My eyes, at least in the daily chart and the assessment there, I don't like going after stocks like that.
Yeah,
but
I get
it's
you.
all up to what you guys like. All right, well, Ed, let's keep on going. Twitter is definitely going to be moving. Of course, the Elon saga continues. And we'll see what happens on Twitter. Does it keep coming down? Does it rip up? It could squeeze today. You never know. Another stock that's been squeezing lately, AMC. Keep this one on your radar today, guys. I did see good mentions out there from what the recent box office are starting to come in. What are you going to hear comments of today? More than likely, you'll hear comments about how the movie theaters, the traffic has come back to pre-pandemic times, and you're starting to see normal movie goers going towards the movies. That's what they'll try to call it or refer to it as. So you could see an AMC squeeze. The level to watch on that is 15 going up to 16. We'll see what happens there. And does DME finally crack down? It fought the 30, 50s. I've talked about this level plenty of times. I got the squeeze put on me in GME on Friday. Did get stopped out of a short on the swing. I'm looking for potentially swinging this still to the downside. Just got to be smart, willing to get out on the trade and then knock it when it comes down finally.
Here we go, folks. Good luck.
All right, let's get to it. Here's the bell. Let's have some fun.
I'm hoping for Q's to go ahead and come up and test the 293.50 area so I can grab some puts, but at the moment it's just straight downside. Keeping an eye on a couple other things. Microsoft.
PLRX first move is higher. Mullen's first move is lower.
All right, let's do this, team.
Come on.
Gonna try Mullen here. Real careful though.
Utilities up from the open and real estate. Technology down big from the open, down about 0.58. So is consumer cyclical. Look like the Qs are getting hit right now. Tesla just getting smacked.
As far as the broad, that's good as far as I'm concerned. And as far as the broader market goes, I'm still in my put butterfly. So I'm looking for this to trade down to anywhere between 370 and 360 on the SPY. This move here in accordance with that.
How about coming down here right out the gates?
Mullen's pre-market high for reference here is 141. It would need to take that out to really get going here. We've seen Mullen do this before, so let's see if we can do it again. By the way, PLRX it was extended at 15. It's now 18. Mullen, huge block at 140. If that snaps, I gotta think that this moves higher. 140, huge block. Going to need big time buyers there, though.
Is you Mullen?
I'm going to try a short here on the cues. I went ahead and grabbed the 292 puts expiring today. I went and got filled at 125. Stop loss will be a crack of 293.50s.
AMC pushing, might look for a pullback here to 1470s. Yeah, I might go long AMC. You heard me.
All right, I'm going to take some out here at 145 on the cues puts. Out some half size at 145.
Looking for a move back down here towards 1470s and 1465s here on AMC. It is pushing off of the bounce there from the 1450 level.
PLRX is halted, by the way. I don't know. You probably called that in the chat. I didn't. It's halted. Yes, PLRX is halted. So I'm watching Mullen here still. 140, definitely that spot. 140, 140.
AMC now up there towards 15 there. Didn't let a chance on the pullback there towards 1470. Already up there looking to break 15. This is where I think it could really start getting moving. So just watch there. We'll see if it fakes out right now. It gives maybe 1502 and then you see a pullback. I'll be looking for that pullback to get in, but I'm not going to jump in on the 15 break here.
All right, Q's starting to come down just a little bit, but again, I want it to come down around maybe the 292.20 level, and that's where I'd be looking to get out more.
All right,
Ooh,
let's take a
Mullen
look.
just taking a-
Mullen, that is so nasty. That is why trading this stock just sucks. That is so nasty. This company is all fraud. All of it. God damn it.
Ryan, tell us how you really feel about
because
Mullen.
it is. How do you not see this? This is all a sham.
I'll go ahead and grab some more. I got Mullen at 1 point or a buck 33. Stop loss will be below 130 if it cracks that, but I've got filled at 133. I'm gonna look to take profit if it can get to about 137s on Mullen.
Just a fraud company.
And I'm gonna try to sell these at about 169.
SPY trying to bounce from its initial sell-off. We'll see if that can get going here.
Yeah, Qs are trying to decide what to do on this first 10-minute candle.
Looking for a pullback slightly at VWAP or below VWAP here for AMC. We'll let you guys know energy is starting to move up a little bit here. It got into the green, basic materials into the green. Real estate and defensive at the top, showing me that you could see a downside action day. Tobacco leading us, foods distribution there. Discount stores, I've talked about Walmart. We finally got the rip on Walmart. We're going to have to look for a pullback here. We're going to take a little bit of shares here. I've been waiting for this move for a while here, guys, so I'm going to be looking to take a little bit here. If we can get a little pullback in Walmart, I like this look. Also, Costco, Target moving up today. I would take a look at maybe BJ. A lot of these are interesting to me on the long term. This is for swings, so I'm going to be looking to take some swings. I just need some pullback here on Walmart now.
All right, Qs, I'm all out 190s. I'm all out 189s on the Qs.
That was a short, right, Zunaid?
Yeah, that was
nice
a put.
job.
We had the what do we have? Let me check.
Well, just to clarify, that's just Ryan's opinion that Mullen is a fraud. Lisa Lee, I just want to make sure
you
understand that.
Because it trades like garbage. It's just this. I'm sorry, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Prove it to me. Prove to me that it's not. I don't like this company at all. Every time I trade it, it's shenanigans and games. Every single time. Super frustrating. Do not believe the hype.
All right, Q's coming down more. Wish I had some more, but holy my golly, that's not going for 220s. God damn. And Apple now coming up towards the 155s. 145s. I always freak that up.
AMC
and for the past 3 months, the CEO's been unloading his shares in huge quantity.
Be careful on
of the time
AMC, guys.
on the way up.
That really just flushed down there. Not grabbing it now. Did you see that recover here? Wash some people out. Come back up through VWAP.
$19
can they-
now on PLRX. Taking a loss on Mullen. God, that company sucks. Seriously, tired of it. Why doesn't the SEC go after this garbage? BBIG too, for all of those people out there that love it.
Oh man, wish I still had those puts. They're looking real juicy now.
The GME crack there. It did make a move towards the 130. Now starting to go below the VWAP there. Walmart, come on. Pull back a little bit more for me. Looking to see if AMC is going to recover, guys. I'll let you guys know if I start seeing that recover. Definitely tried to trap some people up there towards the 15s today. GME trying to find bounce at VWAP. Roku down, guys. So ARKK names starting to get hit hard here. So you can keep an eye on potentially some shorts in this area. Coin getting hit hard. Roblox getting hit hard. So if Roblox getting hit hard, I can already tell Snow and probably Unity also getting hit. There you go. You see those immediately. Relationships, right? You also got Shop down today. Zoom down big. Roku down big. So it looks like the growth trade is at least off for the time being. We'll see if it comes back. NVIDIA also getting hit on that. Square getting hit hard. Unity, Beam, even some of these biotechs are pulling back today. So just be careful there. Healthcare is down today. What I kind of thought, biotech's taking a break there. So just be careful in the biotechs, especially the smaller names. You could get caught in some of those today.
Penny stock WTRH from last week up towards the highs here. This is actually the highest it's been since last week. Looking to pop above 39. I'm not going to trade this one, but we talked about this last week. Worth noting. And PHUN was trying to curl on DWAC. Looks like it's given that up. Where are we at in DWAC here? That is still curling. So DWAC looks to be the trade. This is what I was trying to talk about earlier with PHUN and DWAC. The relationship is not great, right? So we initially off that first pop, we also got a pop in PHUN. It already gave it back.
Yeah,
So,
I'm not a big DWAC fan. I'll let you guys know about that one for sure. I think that one eventually comes back to $10, but it's all to each his own if they like it. I think the deal falls out, and that's dangerous. At least if you're playing it in the long run. If you're playing it for the short run, to each his own.
You've got the Qs coming back down even further. Mullen needs to get over VWAP if you're hoping for a long side move. It's currently stuck at 132. I've got VWAP on the
I kind of don't want to see it get back over VWAP. I want to see Ryan upset.
Wait, you don't want to see it? I mean, it's
no. I
over.
want it to go to zero.
It's
I'm
garbage.
with you, Ryan.
Just complete
Zero.
garbage.
We'll see what happens.
It is what it
Zunaid
is.
keeping the watch on there. Look at the Qs. Look at that candle. Kapow! There. The Q is just getting hit hard today, guys. SQQQ is probably ripping. Oh, that's where we should have been watching. Look at that VWAP bounce, guys. That is what I call a trade right there. Look at that, guys. It just went up above the 5150s, came right back to VWAP. VWAP was at 5128s, got to a low of 5121, then ripped there straight to 53. That would have been a killer freaking trade. Hope someone was watching the SQQs this morning.
Yeah, Mullen coming back down. Keep in mind the low of the day is 128.
Oh, I should have got short on the Starbucks. Missing some of these short action, man. How's the Lucid Dragon? Oh, good Lord. You would do that to me now. Good and Lord. Good. God dang it. God dang it, Lucid. God dang it. Now you do this to me? Now you do this to me? Come on,
Perfect use
man.
of the beeps, by the way.
You're killing me, Smalls. You're killing me.
LRX open and trading now, by the way, 1850. Looking a little heavy up here. We'll see if it actually finds a bottom or finds a foothold. SPY still looking like it wants new lows.
Someone said something. I wasn't sure if that was a compliment. I don't know if this was a compliment or if you were saying I was front running, but I hope it was a compliment.
Hey, I mean, it's going to be quick.
When I see king, Zunaid, that to me says compliment. I don't know about you.
We shall
man.
see. Well, Mullen, I'm
Missing
still
a
waiting
lot
to
of
get
these
over
shorts.
VWAP.
That's like this crumbled there too. Also,
Yeah, this Mullen's not going to come on. Damn it. All right. I'm just going to get out of Mullen here again. We're in at 133. I'm out here at 130, so I lost 3 cents on it. If it gets over VWAP, cool. Maybe we'll look at it then.
man, Starbucks is just going straight down from that peak at 79. This is that happens sometimes. I was really looking at some shorts in the pre-market. Yes, on Friday I was a little bit more kind of bearish, and then sometimes you might miss it by a day. And today we're getting that washout. Some shorts today would have definitely kind of left you in a great position going into the swing. So we'll see what happens there. Starbucks definitely giving a gift up here on the dailies.
Have you been talking to my ex, Nicole? What's going on with that comment? Come on. All right, Q's trying to make a bounce here.
Wow.
289 is a level. No, you're good, man. And then Mullen right back up. Again, I'm not going to try to front run it on a couple of pennies. If he wants to get above VWAP, sure, I'm interested. Other than that, I'm hanging.
GME cracking there. That one looks interesting for me. It's about to crack through that 127.15. I'm going to look for a bounce here to VWAP for a rejection there. Then it could probably really take it down. How's our SPY doing? Starting to find a little bit of a bounce there. So we could see a little bit of a bounce going into the 9:45, 10 a.m. Just be careful out there, guys, just in case we get a swing. Now you're starting to see those trades that probably fell down right at the gates start slowing down a little bit. Could see a little bit of bounce coming in.
And Mullen goes ahead and tries to test the 134s, which is VWAP for me on the 1 minute.
Mullen.
Oh, nice. Veru's popping out of the open here. Looks like a trade through 14 might be possible. Pulling back here to 1370-ish. RDHL really kind of ran away. Did not have that one on the radar. Missed that one. Popping looks extended here, so I wouldn't trade this until we can pull back a little bit. But looking at the daily, actually got some room up here. Interesting. RDHL.
All right, guys, going to go ahead and get short a little bit here of Moderna. Just want to reject the 175 breakout. I'm going to come at this in pieces here. Don't want to go too fast here. Just took a little bit there at 174.35s, willing to add into it. So I'm short a little bit here in Moderna.
Q's coming right back down. Low days about the 289s.
Watching that. I think we go lower here on SPY.
Yeah. Wild.
Just added a little bit there. A little bit at the 86 level. 85 level.
You can see just about everything is down. Mullen's still kind of hanging around. Not in Mullen anymore. I'm waiting for it to pop up above VWAP.
It's just popping above the 175, quickly towards the 176. Got to be careful here. Going to give it a second to click right back below VWAP. If it does click above that last 1 minute high, we got to get out. Average I have at 174.64. Don't want to see it past that 176 there because, of course, it could just start squeezing above the high candle that you got at 176.82. Want to see it get knocked down right back to the low.
TBLT looks interesting here, trying to curl. We had a high of 312, so a pretty decent range here if we can end up taking this out. Still watching PLRX because we're on a 20 spot now from 15 when we talked about it.
Spread's a little wide here. It's about 30 cents there, so just be careful. Sometimes opens up about 40.
Trying to look around and see if there's anything else, but at the moment I don't see much.
I got the same, Zunaid. I hardly see anything.
Slow action, downside action is the only thing I see. We're going to look to see if we see reversal. Downside leakage is what I see out there.
Downside leakage? You mean Mullen? My
Yeah,
bad. Sorry,
pretty
that's probably
much.
too early.
No, more like Tesla. That's better.
Yeah, actually, that's true.
Apple. Look at Apple. Out to something, right, guys? Look at Microsoft.
Amazon too.
Amazon. When you see leakage like
Don't
that
we
from
have
the
bank
leaders,
earnings this week? I think we do.
boom. Yes, we do. We do. It starts off with Pepsi on Tuesday, and then from there on, you'll start getting the banks. The banks come in on Thursday. That's where they start, and then they'll really hit on Friday, where you get most of them already through.
PLRX halted.
PLRX.
Sorry.
PLRX. That's scary stuff there. I know that people see that and they're like, well, you know, we can make a shit ton of money on it, but
it sucks them in.
yeah. I just know how those spreads kind of work a lot of the times. It's difficult. I'll tell you that much. Not saying you can't make money on it, but I'm saying it's difficult. That's how I will say. AMC now down there to 1424. Whew, bull trap for sure. GME really breaking, guys. I'm going to look for it to come back to VWAP, but it hasn't wanted to come back. It's just been coming down there. Did make an attempt to go to the 130s. Couldn't do it.
Curl here potentially on TBLT. If we can move up towards, what is this, 287? 287 might be a trade there, TBLT. I'm actually taking some here at 277. 280 was a spot where there was a whole lot of volume. They've cleared that out twice now, but they've refilled it.
Give me a sec here. Yeah, the Qs are just coming down. I got to adjust something on my work. Give me 1 sec.
GME just leaking there. Starbucks leaking also, looking for some of these to come back to VWAP. Nothing coming back right now. Even Lucid, nothing coming back. Netflix down about 3 or 4% there, guys. Definitely leaking out there. Roku down big there. ARK name just getting smacked today, guys. Coin down 7%. TSP down. Roblox down 7%. Looks like finally we got those softwares to crack. Snow also probably a part of that. Unity also a part of that. So you're seeing those names just really start giving up those gains there. Names like Asana also coming down there today. Hubs. Let's see, HubSpot. Yeah, also coming down a little bit there. We'll see if those can continue on the downside. Square's almost down 5% already, guys. Just be careful there. PayPal also getting hit. Affirm, sure. Getting hit also?
Hell yeah.
When are you going to zero, Affirm? When are you going to zero? We'll see what happens. Affirm definitely getting smacked there. See what happens out there. A lot of weakness out in pretty much everything.
All right, I'm going to try to be cute here for some dumb reason. I'm going to go ahead and grab some calls here on the Qs. The 289 calls expiring today. I went ahead and got filled at a $1.48. Now, this is something that I'm going to try to scalp. So I'm already going to go ahead and put in limit orders for a $1.59 and then a $1.69 on the Qs. I'll let you guys know as soon as I get out, whether it's to the upside or downside. Hoping for this 288.50 to hold. Again, we're in at a $1.48.
All right, going to look to see if Moderna can start cracking the VWAP right back down there towards the low of the day. Let's see if this happens here. If it does ride on up, I'm going to look to see what happens in the SPY. Do we get a run up or do we get a break back down?
All right, I'm going to go ahead and say I was wrong. I went ahead and sold everything. I'm out. So I got in at 148. I'm out at 132.
I am still in my put spread or my butterfly.
Get that butterfly.
Yeah, I want to wait this move out. I actually need more of a move for this to really pay out. So I'd like to see us continue to break down, frankly. It's going to take multiple sessions in order for that to happen.
All right. What's up with NIO? Let's take a look. Oh, downside, baby. Looks like they're hitting that kind of trade. Look at that, Baba. Go bam, guys. That would have been a nice one. That would have been a nice one if you got short on Baba today. Look at that. Bam, right out the gates. It went down about 4% and just leaking now. JD. Ooh, nice VWAP rejection there. PDD. Also weak there. Look at XPEV. All the Chinese names just getting hit hard right now. Win. Also getting hit hard. We talked about that in pre-market. Las Vegas Sands. Still getting hit hard also. Man, some of these names are down big now. NIO down about 8%.
Very through 14.
Oh, wow. Look at the synchrony. Look at the synchrony.
You degenerates. I love you.
Yeah, there's very trying to make a high day there.
Why are we degenerates? I mean, I'm not arguing. I just want to know.
I'm not arguing. I'm not arguing. I just want to know. I just want to know what gave it away.
Yeah, I just want to know where that was from.
Those low price, low floats. You guys are all on top of it, man.
Oh yeah, gotta be.
Someone calling out open. What's open doing?
Open door.
Yeah. Ooh, getting hit hard. That's what it's doing. I like Zillow. Yeah, Zillow is, dude. Zillow might become a teeny bopper.
What is it at? Let's see.
It's at 35, but I don't know, man. It might get all the way down there. It might head down towards the pandemic low, 25. We'll see what happens there. Roku just getting smacked. Oh, Zoom. Look at that rejection of 120. It said, yeah, you wanted to call this an inverse head and shoulders, Mitch? Well, guess what? Now you're going to get the smackdown.
Let's see.
Look at this inverse head and shoulders. It said, no mas. Zoom said, above 120s? Nah. We'll bring it right back down. All right, now from the open, what do we have into the green? Only utilities. Only utilities is into the green right now. Names, let's take a look. What's doing well? Duke doing well, up about 1%. SO doing well. Southern Company, that one looks interesting actually. I like that chart. I don't know where it is on the price action right now. I'm looking for a pullback. Probably look for a pullback towards 71.25s, but doesn't look too bad there. Dominion Energy, close to the VWAP there. NGG holding well. Excel Energy is another one that I would keep on watch. A lot of the utilities names doing well today.
Look, Buddy's here. He wants to join live trading.
It's buddy time.
Hey,
buddy time. Buddy time.
He missed me. He's gonna mark.
Oh, there you go. A little rub on that. Put that scent on that mic.
Oh yeah. There's his tail. There's his tail forever. Shelly, you came at the right time.
That's cute.
All right, not seeing this trade turn around here. Moderna trying to hold on here. It could break out here, so I'm just giving it a second. See what's going to happen. Are we going to get a breakout or are we going to get a breakdown? I'm still hanging on to it right now. A move back above 175.50s would get me concerned. That could get the squeeze going. So you see 175 show up here, but if 175.50 starts showing up, I could see the squeeze get put on.
We should have Buddy just pick out, especially since it's earning seasons. Here's what I suggest. I say we have Buddy pick a stock the night before they report to the long side or short side or whatever, and then we just see how Buddy does for the end of July or till the end of July.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put a earnings calendar out, and we're gonna put little treats on each stock name, and whichever treat he goes to first is the bull. I'm with it.
Honestly, I think is it Hendricks, right? Yeah, you could have Hendricks do it as well, and it could be
We can have a Hendricks versus Buddy stock battle this week. What do you guys think?
There you go, and see who wins.
Like the football octopus. Yeah, exactly like that. All in, says Shelly. I'm all in.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going all in on whatever stock they pick. And if they both pick opposite, I'm gonna go with an Iron Condor. You know,
I mean, the greatest. I know what he's gonna pick, guys. I already know what stock he's gonna pick, so I'm stoked for this. If you force him to pick other stocks, I can't tell you how that's gonna go.
Is it Chewy?
Yeah, he's going Chewy for sure. For sure. Those boxes show up. He's the first one in the box, bro. Come on.
What about Rover Group? He's not a Rover type? Nah, he has his own special babysitter. He doesn't need all that Rover. Woof woof.
I'm waiting for the Qs to go above 289.50. I've been trying to scalp it.
And the Qs might never come up, my friend.
Seen this morning. What we're getting right now.
Yeah, and you know, what sucks is I was hoping for a bounce at 288.50. We got the bounce at 288.21. I missed it by 30 cents, which means I got stopped out. But I've been trying to scalp it back and forth a little bit. But I really need the pop towards the 289.50 and up. I don't know if I get it, but that's what I'm hoping for. We got about another minute 34 before 10 o'clock market time.
All right, I got 2 minutes on this candle here for Moderna. I want to see it tick down below the VWAP here. I'm looking at the 5-minute chart. Want to see it start closing that red candle down to here. That's going to give us a good outlook if we can get into this space here. Let's see if that happens. A push above this 175.66, a close above that, and we just got to go ahead and get on out. Been into this trade for now, like about 15 minutes, if not a little bit more. So this is the point where it starts getting that ticking time bomb. Either you're going to get that push up and break out, or finally it will head down there back towards these lows. We'll see if we can take out those lows if that happens.
PLRX new highs popped above 22. This was the play today. Should have just taken a stab at this, even with reduced size. Didn't. Played some other stuff. Got punished for it. We talked about this at 15.
Maybe it was on my fault. Maybe it was my fault. But hey, I'll just say it. Maybe it was my fault.
It at 15, 22 here now. What are you doing?
He wants to hang out on the back of the chair.
He's like Rooney.
Oh yeah, that's what my cat does. Don't worry, I'd get him down. That's my cat does that. They use the nails too much when they're on top of there. Mitch, where's the tunes? Says Kyler. I agree with you. Where are the tunes? We need some tunes. Maybe the tunes will get Moderna to go red. Thank you, Kyler. Looking out for a boy. See if we can get that Moderna candle to go red. Time to get the tunes going here. What?
Yeah, Nicole, he did mute me. He walks by, he hits my microphone, it mutes me. He loves to ruin stuff. He loves to ruin stuff. I bet you guys wanted to mute me too.
Not I. All right, if you want to go short, you've got the SPY that gave you a chance as it was around VWAP. I mean, wow, look at that. Qs are so much weaker.
Pow, 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 pow.
SPY went ahead and rejected the 385s. I wish I was paying attention to SPY and not the Qs. That's on me. Damn. Are we going to break low a day?
Tunes coming in here, guys. Let me know if they get too loud.
Solid volume there.
I can't hear it yet, but that's okay.
That's good. Okay. It's good.
Old man.
It's okay. Now you should be able to hear it. All right, Moderna cutting down there, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Sound that alarm. Yeah, did you guys see that when Buddy said, I'm going to mute Ryan?
Yeah, no, they definitely saw it. He walked by, he muted me real quick.
Barely, not loud enough. I got you.
All right,
Give
I'm
it
gonna go ahead and grab
a little tick.
Q calls here because why not? 289s got filled at 131s. If it breaks 288, I'm out. Someone just slacked me.
Slacked on, man. Slacked on. Now we're cooking.
Unreal, man. I'm having a real bad day again. I might cut out early, guys.
Sorry, pal.
Just really, really horrible.
No stress, my friend. It's a tough day, especially when we're getting that down action.
Yep.
Just realize that, guys, that down action might be affecting certain stocks. Are you trading biotechs right now? Or are you trading?
No, I'm trying to scalp these little things, and it's just not working at all. It's just
the little one's not working today.
Every trade I take just immediately gets slapped.
Hear you.
Clearly too slow today.
All right, like always, guys, do me the favor, guys. Let's take a second and hit those likes. Drown me up in those likes. We need some more likes. We're trying to do and show you guys everything that we can here. Show you the process, how we're attacking it. Sometimes we're in the green, sometimes we're in the red, and that's just the way trading goes. One thing you'll see is us battling every single day. So smash up that like if you guys are enjoying the trading action today. Where am I short Moderna? At 174.68. We're at 173.45s. Looking for it to click down here towards below 173. We can start taking some profit.
Come on, Qs. Just go and touch VWAP like SPY did. Again, I am in the 289.
Smash it up to infinity and beyond. Buzz Lightyear. Did anyone see the Buzz Lightyear movie? I didn't see it.
No, I want to go see the Minions, maybe.
Yeah, the Minions. I did see that.
Is it good?
What, the Minions?
Yeah.
Well, I haven't seen them too often. I know my dad's a big Minion fan. I'm not the biggest Minion fan, but hey, to each his own.
Yeah, I might go take my niece and nephew to go watch that or something. Junk movie, really?
Yeah, I've heard no good things about it.
Really?
I mean, I'm obviously biased, but it's awful.
Wow. Okay.
Wow.
I don't know, guys.
Guy.
I've not.
You're a crazy
the whole movie
guy.
business nowadays is just peak.
I mean, I'm okay with. I mean, I don't mind.
Did you guys see that Hustler movie with Hustle on Netflix? That was pretty good.
I haven't seen it, but I heard great things about that. But yeah, I haven't seen it.
That was a good one. Just to kind of mention a new good one, and that's on Netflix. For you guys out there, check that one out. I had fun watching that one. Watched it with the wife, and she was like, "Oh, did I pick a good movie?" I was like, "Yeah, you might have picked a good movie. I'm enjoying this." Basketball movie? Yeah, I'll pay attention.
How about a baseball movie? You gotta love your baseball movies,
Oh,
Mitch.
hell
That's gotta
yeah.
be your absolute favorite.
Yeah, I love baseball movies. There's quite a couple that I like. I also like The Rookie. Let's see what happens on Moderna though. I'm trying to take some cash here. I'm in the green, guys, but not in the green enough here to take the profits. And so this is where I get sometimes like that indecision feeling. Indecision is hard to deal with. When I feel indecision, a lot of the times I'm going to go back to just sticking with the plan, because a lot of times you're going to get indecisiveness while the trade is actually on. And so one of the things that you can either do is you can either be subjective and trying to go with your feelings, which we all know emotions tend to lie to us when we're trading. So I'd rather go with just the objectiveness of sticking to the plan. So this happens often where you'll feel that pressure. You'll feel like your unrealized went big, slowly going back to break even. What do I do? What do I do?
Come on, Qs. Again, we got filled at 131. I mean, we're in the money. They're currently trading at 137, but we want more.
Yeah, I'm not going to say it, but some people say I look like Adam Sandler. And
I don't see that, Mitch.
I'll show you. I'm glad you don't see that, Ryan. I don't want you to join that camp.
For a sec, I thought I might have been insulting you, and I was like,
No. I'll take that one. I'll take a no. I have too many
I'll
yes
take
votes.
a no. Okay, good to know.
I have too many yes votes, so I'll take the no. If you guys don't know, my hair actually does get curly. Like I get like that, like that Jew fro type. If I grow my hair out too much.
You don't like it?
Oh hell no, it's too curly, man. I like to real quickly. I get that Jew fro
hell
out.
no is how he answered that. Mitch.
Oh, come on, dude. Come on.
Angels in the outfield, of course, man. You can't go wrong with angels in the outfield. If you don't like that, that's all I gotta say. Fly on, baby. Fly on, angels.
Yeah, the best. Nicole hit it.
Sandlot.
Nicole hit it. That is the best baseball.
You guys
movie
hear
of
me
all
quote it all the time. You're killing me, Smalls.
You're
killing me.
It's not.
All right,
even
I'm gonna go ahead and
close.
get out some more on the cues here. Well, some more is my first one at
getting
159.
squeeze.
So let's go 159s.
Getting the squeeze on here from Moderna. About to get out, guys. Took the 60s there. Ooh, 70. Got a little slippage there. Nice little 10-cent slippage there. Out on Moderna. Small loss. Really small loss. Was in small green. Just ended up small loss there. We are seeing a little bit of reversal action there. SPY probably bottoming out there a little bit, so we could see a little push up. Not going to fight that Moderna back above UF. It's been too strong of a stock. I tried to short the strongest stock in the biotechs lately, at least the bigger stock. It just didn't work out today. It happens sometimes. Still seeing a lot of weakness around, but we could see some bottoming action start coming into play. We'll see if that can hold towards kind of that 10:30 time. It is just hit 10 a.m. And what has been at that 10 a.m.? Bottoming on the SPY. We'll see if it gets taken out now. So big thing for me is I would watch kind of hourly levels to see if you can get out of the range or back above the range, because you could all of a sudden just push back towards 387.
Yeah, on UPST here, it went ahead and broke the level that I have of 27s. The next one I have is 2850s. And it's also gone from red to green.
Mitch, you made Berlin snort some Dr. Pepper.
Let's go. Let's go.
Let's go.
You know how you know I'm a degenerate? I thought this said, I swear to God, I just snorted some dark pool in my sinus. And I was like, what the hell does that even mean?
Yeah, bro. You haven't gotten the dark pools deep into your sinus yet?
Nope. It screwed me on some trades on the other side, but, you know.
I say take some NyQuil. NyQuil for that dark
I was
pool.
like, why are we talking about dark pool and sinuses? But anyway, all right, cool. There are the cues, though. Finally, we get that little pop that we wanted. We already got out some contracts at 159. The rest, I'm honestly going to try to be greedy and see if we get 189.76s or so. No clue if it'll happen, but I'm here to stick around and find out.
Where are you going?
I hate when I leave, the music leaves, so I just stop my camera.
Well, here, if you want, I can put since we don't get paid for this stuff anyway.
Oh, you got some music for us to name?
People may not like it, but you know.
You got some tunes? Yo, shout out in the chat there. Can we get
play it straight from Spotify? So
I'll get over it.
All right.
Don't worry.
How do
I'll
I
tell
do it?
Benzinga to
Share
get
what?
over it too, you know?
Share what?
You might have to share screen audio. And that's the only way to do it there. But
I'd have to stop sharing my trading view then.
Yeah, just stop it and reshare it, and then hit the share of audio on the bottom left corner.
Okay. Hang on.
Boom, boom.
All right, stop.
All right, so we got 159 likes. I'll let DJ Zunaid take over, but smash it up to 200. Let's go.
All right. Let's see what we got. Give me a second here. Now now the pressure is on to play some good music.
Right? You getting away from this falling asleep vibes.
Oh yeah, we don't.
DJ
All that.
Money Mitch. All right, did we get him? Oh, 172. We need a couple more likes, guys. Get on DJ Zunaid's level. Let's go.
Man, I've got music all over the place here. A little bit of old school rock, you know.
Hey.
Oh, you know what? Hold on. Anyone? What is
I
it
can't
playing? I have no
hear it.
idea.
Well, I got a cherry screen, my friend. So.
That makes sense, doesn't it? Can you hear the music or no?
No.
All right, well, I'll figure that out. But in the meantime, real quick, 170s on the Q's calls is what we've got.
Bottoming action.
Go ahead and sell
Yeah.
one here at 170s if I can get it. I missed. Oh man, come on, come back up, please. Oh, come on. Do I have some Indian rap? I do somewhere. I have to go find it, but I do have it on my list. I know that. It's in one of my playlists here.
All right, let's go for the swing on Walmart here.
Oh man, come on, Q's. Come back up. Come back up. All right, so look, the SPY at the moment
Swing on.
is trying to crack that 385 to the upside. Hasn't been able to, but you can see we've made higher highs so far on the Qs. All right, I can put a, I mean on the SPY, excuse me. Let's see if we kind of hold it. My secret is... Yeah, I don't know why my music's not playing. Hey, let me try one more time. Share screen. Share system audio. Oh, you know what it might be? Hang on.
All right, gonna watch Walmart try to tick down below the 125s here. Then I'm gonna add one more time. That's gonna be it for the swing trade. Risk is gonna be off of the 124.25. So that's about a 0.6% on the risk side, and we're looking for a move that closes up there towards 127, which would be a 1.5 move. That's 2-1 on the first profit. Then we'll look for a continued extension all the way up there. I think we can get into the shadow, which could get us into 131 level.
Come on, Qs. Again, I've got a limit order out. Boom, 170, out 170. Now I just have a couple of contracts in case we get a break of VWAP and head on down or head on up to the upside. But for now, out 150. So we got in at 131. We got out 159. Now I got out 170. Hoping for a little bit more.
Is this real? I tear my heart open just to feel.
Look, let me play the song here. You know what? This is a song where this was I'm 14 years old and I just went through a breakup. All right, here we go. Let me know if the music's too loud though, because I don't know what levels you guys hear.
It's loud, but we enjoy it. I won't complain.
Let me put it down here. All right, I decreased it. Let me know again. All right, UPST, you can see after it broke from red to green, it's headed towards that 2850 level that I have as resistance. Now, look, if you want to go short the market, this is a solid point to do so because... Sorry. I get distracted so easily. Solid point to do so because you've got resistance around VWAP at 285 as well. So if you want to go short, you're risking about 50 cents to $1 on the SPY. I've got no clue which way it's going to go. I'm just playing the odds itself. Haha, teenage. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Are you kidding? I would go tell my mom I'm throwing out the trash, and I would just throw out the trash and listen to this. Just an Indian 15-year-old with his heart broken, throwing out the trash.
Oh, middle school days.
Yeah, my buddies and
middle
I.
school.
What'd you say, Ryan?
Good riddance. I don't ever want to go back to middle school. That was
I think I'd be okay going back to high school.
oh, man.
High school was all right. High school was straight. I liked high school. College was okay, but high school is where I had the most fun. All right, now the Qs coming to test the 290s. Look, that expected to be resistance. You've got, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and sell one more. I'm actually going to hold on to everything except one. I'm out of all my contracts except one here at 181 because you're coming up near VWAP. I don't want to be too greedy and then be pissed at myself. So I am out. Wait, shit. Am I on Sink or Swim with any trades? Kind of. No, we're not. Okay, cool. Flatten that.
Stop it. He's clawing my back.
That's why I kick out Hendricks sometimes. I'm like, I can't deal with you today, Hendricks.
I mean, I'm really struggling today. Like, I don't need any more obstacles.
I feel you, man. No worries. We'll get some back. All right, guys, the swing is on Walmart. We'll see what happens with Walmart and what continues on. I will take an ad down there towards 124.75 and then look to hold it towards that 124.25. We'll see if that can hold. Target going up will be a good sign. Let's take a look at what is trading up, what is trading down. Basic materials now getting into the green there, guys. What went into the green in basic materials that we should pay attention? Steel, baby, steel. You guys know how X is going to give it to you guys. So if you guys are seeing it out there. Oh. So we'll take a look to see what's going on there in steel today. X going up there. Nice little push on out. Cleveland Cliff getting off the cliff. And Nucor getting a little lift also. We'll see if this can continue. Also saw lumber and wood production up. You guys can take a look at WFG for that. I'm not going to be probably trading that, but agricultural inputs not doing too bad also. SMG getting a little bit off the ground there. We'll see if those can come up, but leaders like MOS not really into the green right now.
What was my major in college? I was supposed to get a degree in marketing, but I dropped out. Marketing is what I'd gone for. Tried to get the I was looking into finance, but I was like, I don't want to study all that.
Yeah, you don't want to do that, Zunaid. I did that route. You can stick into marketing. You probably get more out of it.
Well, I mean, I left either way, but here's
don't worry,
the Qs.
Finance there's nothing there, man. I put those books in the closet. Let's just talk about that.
Yeah. You've got VWAP being rejected on the Qs. Told you guys you got the Qs rejection there. You got the SPY rejection here at the 385. So this is where keeping an eye on these type of levels and VWAP and stuff is where even if you don't want to hold on to it for longer than a minute, that's why I can just get in and out and get maybe 30 cents, 40 cents here and there because I've got my limits already set on where I want to buy, where I want to sell, and different things like that. And you've got UPSC coming up towards the 28.50, so that target's been met. Now, if it goes ahead and goes across this, $30 is up next, but I would not be surprised if we see a little bit of consolidation around this level. Maybe come back to test the 27.50s or so. That's what we've got going on at the moment. Let's go ahead and check out MSTR. Oh my God, that's down at the moment. But looking to bounce, it's above VWAP.
Will the Qs reject here and get weaker again? Take a look at like Starbucks right off the VWAP there. Looks interesting, but you could, of course, see the spike right back there. So just be careful on that name. Wayfair looks interesting there off the 53, going back down to the 52s if this breaks back down. So I'm going to take a look at that one. Yeah, Wayfair looks interesting for me. We give it one more chance to break out above the 53. If it doesn't break out above the 53, we could get short on Wayfair. We'll see what happens here. Qs would need to come back down towards the low. So same thing for the SPY. Do we get a break right back down towards the low of the day? That can definitely help us out. What are you watching, Zunaid, huh?
Just kind of keeping an eye and see if the SPY breaks this level of 383 or not. And there it goes, right back down. Rejection from the area that we called out of 385 on the SPY, 290s on the Qs, working out to a beaut.
See what happens here. Wayfair trying to get back above. I wanted to click back up here towards 53, reject that, break out above 53, then just get smacked. Looks like it's already getting some of that downside action. So I'm looking for the little pop right here at 53 to reject it. If not, it could just flush through the 5250s.
Yeah, Veru's trying to. Well, actually, Veru did make high day. The last
Still in those
7-minute
calls from
candle.
last week too on Veru.
Oh, are you? Nice.
Oh yeah. And let's recap that. Those are going to be the August 18 calls. So we're still out of the money by $4 here, but we got plenty of time on it. So and we've seen Veru, we've seen this just absolutely go crazy. This formation that we're in here, this is what I want to see break down. So really a break above 1650 probably does it. 18's the call contracts that I have. Let's see if it happens. Veru is no stranger to going nuts.
Oh,
so we'll see. It's got a $55 price target from somebody.
Well, you've got SPY
Jeffries.
testing the lows here. So maybe if you wanted, you could take a possible double bottom play here. Look, this is the area. Let's see if we end up holding or not. Let's see what happens. All right, let's see if there's anything else. See, I've got like interesting songs. I just don't know if it's appropriate anymore in 2022, you know?
What up, guys?
What up?
Not much. And actually, I think I'm going to head off early today. I'm sorry.
You get
that.
on out of here,
Good,
Lloyd
bud.
Ryan.
Yeah, I have not done well at all. And I'm just going to make things worse by staying here. So take care, everyone. We will see you tomorrow.
See you.
Not a worry, Ryan. You get on out of here. I'm still looking at a Wayfair starting to break down there. Wasn't able to get in there at the 53s, so it was already at 52.70s. I was looking for a bounce to 53 rejection. It's down there to 52.27s already. So that was a good look there off VWAP. I'd like that fade there. Wasn't able to get it. Starbucks, I saw also off the VWAP. Was thinking about that one. Let's take a look at Roku. Did it already break? Never went to VWAP there on that one. Fubo also breaking to the downside. NIO, let's see these. These don't look too bad here. The Chinese names. I'd look for a bounce to 2106, but there's not too much on the downside either. At least there, that's available to us there. Baba never even bounced. Tesla still hasn't even bounced, guys. It's gone from 760 down to 720s. Definitely a down day there. GME. Oh, GME is bouncing. That one looks interesting for me now. After it just tried to break up there towards the 130s there. Let's take a look here at GME. Let's look for a push back towards the 129 and getting rejected one more time. Let's take a look at the 5 minute. You can see here how 130 is definitely holding up like resistance right now. So we wanted to click on up here like it's trying to get towards the breakout and then reject. We'll see what happens there. Did AMC come back? Yeah, it's at 1450 there. We'll see if this can get on up there. It's just rejected to break out back above the 1475, getting to the 15. But who knows what this is going to do now.
All right, I'm going to take a chance on the SPY calls here at the 384 calls. I got filled at $143. We'll see if this ends up being a double bottom or not. I'm obviously front running a little bit in the sense of that, but I'm going to look to scale out some here at 155 if I can get. Actually, excuse me, 159 if I can get some. All right, cool. Sold some at 159, and now we go ahead and see if we can get a VWAP test. So I'm going to go ahead and put a limit order out there to see if we can get some out at 179. Actually, nah, let's be a little greedy. Let's go 189. But I hope you guys understand why I took it. So this, obviously, bottom here, we go ahead and test VWAP, right? We always say, look, if you want to go short, closer to get to VWAP is probably the best way to go. You get some points here, come back, same exact scenario, 385 whole number, you reject. Now you've got the double bottom possibly here. So you're just looking to scalp this. I'm already done with my scalp. Now I've just got maybe a couple contracts left to see if I can get another test of VWAP. And that's where I would sell everything but one contract, which would be my runner in case we break above VWAP and try to go towards the upside from there, if we break the 385s or not. So That's the strategy that I'm going with here. So hopefully you understand the why and not just click buttons because we say so.
What? Thought that's how it works, man. All right, guys, got that ad in Walmart there at the 124.75. So swing trade is on here off the 124.25 level. The big thing for me is a close back up above 125.50s. If it doesn't recover at some point today, back up above 125, we'll probably just let this go. The big thing there is that we're looking for a move back up above that level, as we've been seeing daily levels in there, and it's rejected to go up above that multiple times. I'm looking for a recovery here, not cracking through that 124 low, getting back up there through the 125.50, and then starting to tick back up there towards the 130s. We'll see what happens in Walmart and some of these other names like BJ, DG today, Dollar Tree. Did those kind of recover back on up?
Zunaid, is there a way? Wait, what? Is there a way that you calculate what the option price will be at VWAP, or is that just a guessing of experience? No, there is a way. You got to know the Greeks and whatnot. But here's what I do sometimes on E-Trade. What I do here, let me see where
there you are.
The order entry. Conditional, one contingent. Yeah. So on E-Trade, there's something that's contingent, which says, hey, when stock XYZ reaches this price or better, then place this order on the option. So you don't even have to necessarily do. So all I tell E-Trade is that, hey, when the stock price gets to 384.70, go ahead and buy this call option, or go ahead and sell this call option. That's how I typically do it if I'm like away from my computer and whatnot. Again, that's on E-Trade Pro that I'm using. I'm not sure on the other platforms. It looks like I may have gotten a little greedy because I wanted 20 more cents here, and instead I'm coming back to the downside.
Yeah, it's just trouble out there, guys. I'm seeing maybe Amazon here. It is trying to come back, but if it doesn't, it could come back down on a break there. VWAP has just done a rounding bottom look here towards 112.50s. And take a look here what happens in the SPY overall. Who is slamming their keyboard? That's probably me. Sorry.
Oh yeah, it's
Shiva.
definitely you. I haven't done shit.
I'm not slamming it, but unfortunately it's mechanical.
What's quieter, mechanical or the other one?
The other one. The problem there is you never know when you hit a button. Dun, dun, dun. And it used to be very important to me. I used to be trading with sides like you see Ryan trading, where he's in and out. And I needed to know
hold
if
on,
I
hold on. So if it was me, it's a problem?
Yeah, that's the way it works, man. That's the way it works.
Come on. It's messed up. It's messed up.
What? Don't you got a show coming up next, Zunaid?
I do. We've got futures trading with Ninja Trader coming up at 11. So in about 10 minutes, I'm going to go hang out with them. Make sure we're good. Make sure we're ready. Make sure everything is A-okay. Keep an eye, by the way, I'm still in this SPY trade because I mentioned I wanted to sell some around VWAP. But keep an eye on Tesla as well. You can see it's kind of bottoming here around this 717.50. I was hoping for it to get down to the 700s, and that's where I would have loved to scalp it, but that's okay. We'll see what happens.
It's
trying. Got the Q's trade that I'm still in this one. Come on, just go ahead and touch VWAP one more time for me. There we go. There we go. There we go, SPY. Come on, baby. What did I say I'm selling this at? What's my order at? 189? So I'm about 25 cents away from selling. I'll be honest, I don't know if I'm going to get that 25 cents more, but let's see. Here we go.
Everything is in the red from the open now. Officially, basic materials right back down there. Steel back into the red there. Be careful out there, guys.
Yeah. Oh, there we go.
A lot of blood on my screen. A lot of blood.
Contracts are up about 15%. Oop, and they just went 8%. Oop, now we're back to 12. This is always fun. But anyway.
This is always fun. I like that one. This is always fun, you know.
You've got Microsoft above VWAP as well. I think we go higher. Right, SPY? Right, SPY? I think we go higher, friend.
If we do, you can take a look here. Taking a look at Beam and Fate on ARKK. They look interesting. They're right off the VWAP here. Beam, Crisper, Fate. We'll see if these can take that next leg up, or do they just reject VWAP and come right back down here? We'll see what happens with those names. Snow, how's the Snow Dragon? That's coming back. It's decently above VWAP there. There's Beam. Now I just push through that VWAP. We'll see if it holds here. Do you start getting SPY to push here? Do you get ARKK to push here? Could happen.
Oh, I didn't even notice. There's SPY moving on up. Did I get my sells? Nope. I'm about 3 cents away. Oh, yeah. I'm going to sell right here. I'm sorry. Where's my cancel market order? I'm out at 187 and it just hit 190. So we're good. Look at that. SPY.
Gotta take it when you can get it.
And traded this to the upside twice. Actually, excuse me. We traded the Qs to the upside once. Got the SPY to the upside there. We got our fills in at 143, and then we sold some at 161, and then I'm out my final one here at 187, out on SPY. Again, hopefully you understand why I took the trade. It was just trying to front run this double bottom. If it failed, cool. I lose maybe about 30 cents or so on this equity and maybe 5% on the options itself, but now we sold some at 10%, and then we just sold some at 20+%. So there we go.
All right. Stocks like NVIDIA starting to get to VWAP there. AMD probably at VWAP. That's actually slightly above. Take a look to see if the Qs start ripping on up, or do they reject here and come right back down? Definitely getting to that price point where you could see reversals. But, of course, this is the VWAP. We could see rejections from there.
What is happening in the chat? Hold on. What is this conversation?
I have no idea. I'm staying out of it. I'm staying out of it. There's too much going on there.
I got to scroll up because they've been talking about it for a minute. What? Oh, no. Y'all are wild.
They're getting wild in the chat, man. They're getting wild there. Disney. So many stocks off the VWAP right here, guys. So many stocks. What happens now? Do we get the squeeze on up, or do we get the rejection? It's going to be so vital to see what happens in these stocks.
Night for Humanity. Yeah, I just scrolled up and read all that.
I stay away from you guys. You guys are trouble. Trouble, I say. All right, oil starting to come on down. That's interesting that when we started getting the swing to the upside, oil coming on down there a little bit. Look at MRO trying to crack to the downside here. XOM trying to crack also. We'll see if these can rebound here, or do we get continued downside action. Keep your eye on DRIP to see if it takes off above 26. Gush to see if it goes below 113s. We'll see if it can kind of hold here. ARKK tried to get back above VWAP, rejected that move. You could see these start coming on down. Stocks that were bouncing strong, like Beam, just start all of a sudden rejecting there. We'll see what happens on that. That's a biotech, and biotechs have been super strong lately. ARKK, I think, is just vital to watch right now to see if this kind of come on down, or do we push back above the VWAP there. SPY is rejecting to hold the VWAP. Tried to get towards 385, couldn't do it. Let's see if it gets through it now. Q's also rejecting the VWAP there. Towards above the 290s, couldn't hold.
Oh, boy.
Lucid. Still want to get short off of it. Would like to see a little bounce there.
Do you guys still hear my music or no?
No, I pull. It's only when your chart's up, so I pulled it off in the meantime. Because mine goes through my mic, so when the charts change, the music's still on. But yours would have to keep the chart up.
Oh, I see.
That's why the Go XLR is so important.
Interesting.
That's like $300.
Nope.
Nope. Beam trying to catch that bottom there. See what happens in ARKK. Do we start ripping towards the upside? If that does happen, I think you might see some reversals on out there. So keep it on watch.
All right. Don't forget, we only have one contract, just uno contract on the spot.
Uno solamente.
And we'll see if the 385, 34 calls, excuse me, pay off. But it's got to break that 385, man. It's got to break that.
PLRX. Looking at puts. Calls went 500x today.
Because they got bought out or what?
That's what happens when it's biotechs, bro. They either go to the moon or they go to the zero.
500x is crazy, though.
Yeah, that is crazy. How expensive were those options to begin with? It would be interesting also to see. Team trying to get back up
500x, so like $100 contract is now worth 50,000? Or do you mean like 500%, aka 5x? Because that's more believable.
No, 54,000%, bro. Come on. Get it right, Zunaid.
That's crazy.
That's crazy talk. Zunaid's like, that's YOLO for me right there. That's what I call it, YOLO.
I haven't done a legit YOLO in a minute. Oh, but that paid
trying to get back up there.
Did anyone play the Tesla spread that I had put out last week? Because that worked out to a beaut.
Tesla spread.
I don't know if anyone did, but that worked out very, very well. All right, here's VWAP holding on the SPY.
All right, when Tesla broke down today, I talked about how you could watch that one with the EVs and the Chinese EVs. That would have been a nice play. Seeing Tesla break down and then trying to short like NIO or XPEV and watching those kind of continue down as long as Tesla kind of continues down.
Where'd it go? All right, SPY, well above. VWAP now trying to stay above 385s.
Well, I'll put you up since I like your song.
Oh, there we go. Okay, I'll play it again. I'll play it. Let me go back because I gotta go to the gym here in 7 minutes anyway.
I have gotten to see the Red Hot Chili Peppers live. That was definitely
nice.
on the bucket list.
Very cool. Well, you have or you have not?
I have.
Oh, okay, that's awesome.
It's a must. I mean, like I think, you know, I would have been really upset about my life if I never got to see them.
The last concert I went to, I think, was Chainsmokers. If you want to go short the queues, it's not a bad spot here, but
ooh, it's starting to get above that.
Oh.
Yeah, I can see a squeeze come out of this. Be careful out there.
SPY continuing to move up. Let's see what our contract is worth. All right, now we're at $2. We bought these at 143s, and now we're at $2. I'll go ahead and sell here too. Just get it out the way. All right, how about at 199?
I spy with my little eyes a DME setup on the VWAP. The question is, does it drag AMC also? Taking a look. All right, guys, taking a little bit of a shot here. Just wanted a little slight dip here. Come on, 2 more cents here. Looking to get long on AMC here. I have this feeling we're going to get a little push here, so I'm taking a little shot there. Got in there at the 46. So we'll work off the 1430s. Let's stay close towards that 1430. If this 1430s break, I'm not going to fight it, guys. I'm going to look for a big push, though. I want to see 1450s hit and all of a sudden a lot of volume come into the name. I'll show you guys the trade right now. So you see AMC here, right? A lot of battling here sideways. A lot of volume came in at the open. The volume has died out here. Now I want to see that the volume can increase into the breakout move. 1450s hitting. We want to see this bar start beating the bars to the left. All right, let's put the 3 charts up. Let's put the SPY look here. SPY definitely pushing back there a little bit. So we are still getting that nice push. Also in the Qs. So Tesla's a good one to watch for reversal action off the bottom there. We'll see if that can reverse to the upside, but doesn't look too bad. Apple, how's Apple? There you see it above VWAP and holding. Amazon above VWAP and holding there. So those are names that I would watch. Names above VWAP if you're looking for the SPY to continue just pushing to the upside. Another one you guys can keep on watch is, of course, what was upside look here? Apple, how's Apple doing here? Yeah, it's still holding the VWAP. NVIDIA, which one I was going to watch. So now that's holding well. If it holds VWAP, it could continue with the Qs. The Qs continue to hold VWAP. You can see NVIDIA hold VWAP.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and take a quick leave. I will be back in about 10 minutes, but I'm going to go ahead and head out for a bit, yeah? I'm going to go ahead and take care of futures trading and all that. I'll be back in 10 minutes.
Do that, my friend.
See ya.
All right, we'll keep on going here with live trading, guys. Zunaid is getting on out of here. I'll put him in the background. You guys smash the like. Let's keep on going here. We got about 18 minutes till we get to some futures action. I'm taking a little bit of a shot here in AMC. I'll tell you guys if I do get the stop out below the 1430s. Looking for this to push on up through the 1450s. Going to give it the chance. If not, I'm okay with the stop out. If we really start getting a rip on the SPY, we could look for some other trades. But right now, looks like it's in the in-between stage. And we did get the reversal around the 945 where it just went sideways there. That happens often. Costco gas sales through the roof. Yeah, Costco. Not a bad one to take a look at. You guys know I got Walmart on the swing trade. Going to continue watching Walmart today, but doesn't look too bad right now. And on Walmart, with that ad that we got down there in the 124.75s, we're at 124.96. So we're just off the pricing right now. ADTX, not my type of stock there. BTI, Vanguard, very similar to the SPY. I would just kind of watch the SPY, very similar, right? The only thing that you can note there is that SPY is a little bit higher from VWAP than VTI is. So watch that. I'd look at the hourly chart on VTI. Let's take a look at the daily. Yeah, daily went up there to 200. Does have a trend line that is kind of holding on the upside there. Did fill in some of those shadows too. Didn't get all the way up into the second shadow fill, but you filled that first shadow pretty well. You got close there, but didn't get up there towards the 201.38s. Breakdown below 190 is where you could be concerned on the downside. Right now it's just sideways. SPY rejecting the hold up there. We'll see if it can hold the VWAP on any pullbacks. Same thing for the Qs. It's 7-Eleven today. Don't forget to pick your free Slurpee up at 7-Eleven. Of course, Patrick. Man, I remember this was one of my most hated days, guys. Reason it was one of my most hated days is I used to manage some 7-Elevens. And let's just say 7-Eleven this day, I wanted to take cover. Let's just say that much. Nothing but sticky mess all around. Shout out to the Slurpees out there. Go get a Slurpee. Go make a sticky mess on their floor. All right, Q's rejecting to get back on up there, guys. We could see some continued downside come in here. SPY not holding well either. Did Tesla get a little bit of reversal? Nope. Not much there. It's tough. ADTX is just too cheap. It's just too dangerous to talk about a stock like that. I mean, I could take a look at it, but I'll tell you right now, just way too low volume trade for me. Personally, I would stay away of stocks like that are that cheap. It just seems like a trap a lot of the times. Reason why is it's just hard to trade them, especially if you've seen in the kind of the history. Every time this stock popped, it dropped. It never popped and held gains. It always popped and dropped, popped and dropped, popped and dropped. So you're just falling into kind of the schemes that you see a lot of this in these biotechs. And to me, this looks like a very dangerous position. But it's always up to your own analogy and your own risk assessment there. PSNY doesn't look too bad, holding there the 1030 pullback. We saw FFIE squeeze out of this, right? And so it doesn't look too bad there. Polestar getting a little bit of a lift there towards the 1005s. Could keep running today. So not a bad mention there on Polestar. Doesn't seem bad night. I don't blame you for having that mentality on an outlook. You know, one of the things is just make your own and kind of draw levels to see if it was following that, what would be needed there. All right, might get stopped out here in AMC. You're going to probably get a tick down through the 1430s, but 27 show up and immediately get out. Back to the 1450s, and I'll actually add to this position, look for a push. Nvidia coming back to VWAP. We'll see if those kind of hold, or do they come down all the way back down. Definitely a scary type of day. Like always, you can make your own investment decision. You don't always have to go on my outlook. At the end of the day, it's up to you to determine the levels, but it's just a trap. A lot of those stocks, it's just very difficult for you to see up gaps kind of hold. Look at the history, look at the daily chart. If you see always pops fail, it's a difficult stock to say it's going to actually keep up. All right, let's see if this can get back on up through there. AMC bouncing a little bit there. Let's take a look at the sectors. Basic materials back into the green, guys. What is into the green? Agricultural inputs, lumber. Steel was coming back there. They did hold the VWAP pullback. So look at X. It's holding pretty well there. NUE. That one's right off of VWAP. If you wanted to take a look at one of them. Cleveland Cliff also. I like Cleveland Cliff here off the 50s there. This one doesn't look too bad there. Keeping an eye on Cleveland Cliff here. Still in AMC. All right, let's keep going. Money time for a lady on the show. We need a lady on the show. Who wants to come on? Who wants to come on? Shelly? Carmen? You're more than welcome. All right, let's go. Let's go. We got about 9 minutes left here. Going to get you guys over to some futures action. That'll be coming up right next. Looks like we got 206 likes today. Please do the favor. Smash the like, guys. Too little on that like department today, but I'll blame that on myself. Just got to keep battling, get those likes on up. So you guys do me the favor. Smash it up. All right, the pullback here on Cleveland Cliff. Looking for some volume to get in here around the 1548s and 1545s. See it come back up through the 1550s. Then we could risk off to that 1540s. AMC still looking well there, though. I'm going to leave Cleveland Cliff here as it keeps pulling back there. I'm not seeing the volume come in here. We're going to leave that one alone here, guys. We're going to keep our Walmart swing on. So let's go back to the Walmart. You can see here, we're right off that 125. That's what we want to see. We want to see it close back towards 125.50s today. It's going to get us really bullish on Walmart for our swing. AMC, we're looking for a push through the 1450s, really getting back on up there towards 15. If 15s can show up, we're going to let it keep going and ride through that 15. Look to make a big gain above 15s, going towards the 1525s. That's where I take first profit. Next profit would be up there going to 16, somewhere up above the 1550s into the 1570s. That's where I'd be looking for the profit there. Qs, how are the Qs doing? The Qs are trying to hold the VWAP, so is probably the SPY. Yep, right off of VWAP. We'll see if those kind of hold. And do we get the next right up? MJ really trading down. Any reason to believe it will reverse anytime soon? I don't know if you're talking about marijuana. What if you are? Probably not soon, at least right now. They usually do good on election years, but it hasn't been seeing that. I haven't been seeing that talk being brought up. So yeah, MJ coming down there fast. Today was a sidelines day for Voodoo, and probably was a good sideline day for many traders on out there. Hope that a lot of people managed the risk today. We got a bounce, Quantum. It's good to kind of note there. Yeah, we did get a little bit of a bounce there. We'll see if it kind of holds on the daily candle. Really, I mean, you got this daily push, but does it come back into this gap zone? All right, Cleveland looks good right now after that rejection of 1545. Did see some volume come in there, but I'm going to leave it off because I wouldn't be able to hold this trade while you guys are here. I need to get out of here in just 5 minutes, so I'm going to just keep the trades that we have on. What's up? What's up? What's up?
What is going on? Knight, you still talking about that stuff, man? What's going on? Or woman, I actually don't know what you are, but no, we've got futures trading all set up with NinjaTrader. And again, even if you don't trade futures, it's still great for you to come and hang out because whatever levels we're talking about on the futures, you can try to kind of get an idea of that on the SPY and then play on the equity side and the options side of things as well. So be sure to kind of come hang out with us. I assume the redirect is set by Mitch, so if you just kind of hang out here,
got it.
The stream ends, it'll automatically send you over to us.
SPY breaking down back below the VWAP there, and wouldn't you know it, looks like we're in a trap zone now. SPY heading down there towards the low. Could see a bunch of stocks start trading below their VWAP, like let's say Amazon. We started seeing it stop there at the VWAP. We'll see if it continues down there. Apple trading on down there. Does it hold the gain? Does it hold VWAP? We'll see what happens. It's a tough day out there. Give some likes. Let's go.
Tesla's low a day now.
Tesla, man. Short today on Tesla would have been awesome. Look at that head and shoulders too on the pre-market. Nice head and shoulders look here. So you can see here, head, shoulder, boom. Knocked down through the support, the neckline around the 750s, and really just got hit hard there. Tried to bounce a little bit here and the 740s. Couldn't even hold that bounce. Right back down there to 715s. We talked about it. Was this going to be kind of that fake out going back on up? Or was it just going to get the knockdown right back down to 700? It's looking like it's right back down to 700. Be careful out there, team. AMC stopping me out there, guys. AMC just stopped me out on that downturn. Just stopped me out. Went down towards 27. Got stopped out there at the 28s. Just keeping the Walmart on now. Just going to leave that one. Other than that, I'm going to go ahead and wrap on up. You guys can go ahead, of course, check out my man Zunaid in the futures action. I'll let him get on up there so he's ready to go. But definitely go check out Zunaid. He's going to talk some futures. He's also going to talk about how you can be trading futures during this time, right? It's important to kind of understand that. Come on over to the futures trading action that's coming on next.
Yeah, Jim's a smart man. He's got a lot of experience. We'll talk about CPI numbers. He'll have his tip of the week and all that good stuff. We'll talk levels. I believe he's also possibly have a position on Bitcoin as well, but we'll talk all about that on the future side of things. So I'll see you guys there in a couple minutes. I'm going to head on over to that stream, and we'll see you there.
All right, I'm going to start wrapping on up here. We had another great day, battling. It's not always going to be perfect, like always. We're going to keep on battling this market. It's a tough market out there. And one thing that I always say is understand what kind of market environment you're in. Right now, a lot of my share sizing has gone down about a fifth of what I normally would have gone after in a nice bullish market. But this market is definitely one of those markets where capital preservation is going to be key to keep your capital around when it actually starts holding the trends, when it actually reverses, when we actually get the overall bottoming of the market. Right now is not that time. At least that's what it seems like to me out there. I know a lot of people are trying to call the bottom and play heroes. I'm not trying to play that hero game. I'm more along trying to see that we really do continue a trend back on up. And this is clearly one of those days where you see kind of more of that chop. Technology give up some of those gains that it got last week, and more questions and uncertainty out in the market. Of course, all eyes will be on the CPI data later this week. That comes out on Wednesday. And of course, later in the week, how did the earnings start coming on in with the banks? We'll keep that on our radar. We'll see what happens. Like always, hit the thumbs on up. Up next, you guys got some futures action. I'm going to start wrapping on up here. We'll see you guys on over. And who trades some futures out there? Let me know in the chat. Let's go.